backtracking in this game is especially egregious for a dumbass like me, who has no sense of direction whatsoever. Luckily, I think this one is just kind of right here. What's up? Just donkey punched him in the back. Wow. I just chopped that guy's arms off. What the? Here, you. Whoa! That was clever.
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
Too bad it didn't work.
Shield strike now!
Ow!
Incoming! Above you!
Oh no, come on. That's what I wanted. That Bifrost resistance is so clutch when fighting these pricks. Ow! One shot that! Skank. Okay. I did kind of run right into that one. I'll fess up to that. Jesus. Oh, I thought I'd be able to pick that up in time. Teleporting around everywhere. Dildo. Oh, you're still alive? Get out of here. Whoa! That was close. Why don't you give me a health burst? I said... Give me a health burst. Thank you. Ow! You know, health burst doesn't help. You surprise attack me right afterwards. Okay. She was just kind of standing there. I thought I would have plenty of time. But I didn't. Ugh. That was kind of awesome.
I'm glad we can help these Einherjar on their way, even if they hate us for it.
They do not need to spend their afterlife serving a cruel god any longer.
Agreed.
The end of that fight was cool, even though most of that fight actually felt pretty janky. Did not go well for me. Just couldn't get in the rhythm, you know? Everybody was just knocking me about. Okay, I think we got all the pickups. That's good. It's one more out of the way. Now the next one. Let's go do... yeah, I guess we'll go sailing for this one. I hope it's not a huge pain in the ass to get to. Hey, what is this? Why would that be there? Okay, hold on. We're gonna take a detour. There's nothing there on the map, but there's gotta be a reason they put a gate right there. Right? Like, nothing... hold on. Where is this? The Apple Core Descent. Okay, so I think that would take us back up. To the pit mines? Or maybe back to this one? I don't know. That's a very strange place to put a gate, I feel. Whatever. Here we are. Wasn't too bad. Nice try.
Bifrost, behind you!
Don't worry, Mimir. I've got Bifrost resistance. Because I remember to use it. Ooh. Tried to do a lunge attack on me. I cut you off. That must piss you off.
Enemies on the left!
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
Here, have another cyclone just for good measure. Rising wind. Still somebody behind there, apparently? Hey, you. Biatch.
I wonder how many of these fragments of Asgard there are.
A realm's worth at least, so I'd say we have our work cut out for us.
I mean, there's 10. We've gotten 5 of them. Jeez, Frey, if you pay attention to the UI, you would have the answers to these questions. Alright. Well, that'll do it for the wetlands. That's good to know. Okay. I guess we'll head for this one then. While we're in this realm, why not? Oh damn, is that a... Hey, I never got this. Ain't that some shit? Better give me my 2 vitality. I missed that before.
I got new stuff for ya. Ragnarok armor's on the house. We'll call it a commemorative piece.
You lied just as much as the other dwarves did. You say you have new things, but you don't.
This here's the fun part.
Why must you turn this happy game into a house of lies? Why, Lunda? Why?
What can I do for a goddess?
Also, I think... Oh, look, we have a new mod token for the heavy attack. Hell yeah. Damage, stun, or protection. Protection might actually be a good one for this one because it is a combo. Takes a little while to pull off. And if you can increase your resistance to being staggered during it, that means you can do it more. But then again, damage and stun are also both really good. That's a tough call. Screw it. Let's go protection. Why not? Also, I think that for the spear, I'm going to actually go back to some other runic attacks. Just want to do something a little different. I never really used this one that much. Looks kind of fun. Just like a prison shanking. I might try that out. Keep mashing R1. You gotta mash R1. I'll try and remember that. Really good damage, and also a really short cooldown. Well, it's actually the same cooldown as Hold Your Charge, but shut up. And then for the heavy, I might actually go back to this one. This one is kind of interesting. And I like all the stun damage on there. It seemed really good for the little while that I used it, so yeah. Oh god, look, they're gonna make us go all the way back up top there. They couldn't just put it down here where there's all this open space. No sirree, Bob. We gotta go climbing again. I think we access that area from here. I think this is probably the last one I'll do for right now, guys. This is gonna be number 6, which means we're more than halfway there, which is pretty good. Maybe we'll go do that other section in Niflheim after this. Maybe a Berserker. What is that dude? He looks big and pissed off. He looks like a traveler, but with like a naginata instead of a big old sword. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. That's not who I wanted to target with that, but that works. I suppose. Here, have some cyclones.
Careful, brother. Covered in bifrost.
That's okay. Oh my goodness. Damn. Oh, I didn't think I would hit. Ah! What the fuck? He like blew up on me.
Another camp defeated.
Aye, and one step closer to giving the realms a shot at healing.
Dude, I thought for sure I was gonna get like an R3 attack on that guy, and instead he just blew up. What a dick. What did I just pick up? Nothing important, I guess. Okay, good. And while I'm in these different areas, I'm just making sure I cleared out all the legendary chests, which I did. In fact, I got all the legendary chests in Svartalfheim, so that is pretty dope. Okay. No more remnants in Svartalfheim. I think now we will go back to Niflheim and clear out that other section and maybe check out that Berserker fights. It's good to mix it up, I think. That's my whole thing, you know? I've been wishing I could get the last axe upgrade before I took on these final Berserkers. But I don't even know when I'm going to get that. I might not get it until I finish the Berserkers. That could be like the final reward, you know? Which would be stupid, because what would that leave to use it on? I guess Gna. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it'd be lame to only have one final enemy to use the final axe upgrade on. But hell, what do I know? Actually, let's go see if Tyr has materialized in Sindri's house real quick. Now that we've hopped a couple realms, done some other stuff, he could be here now. Nope. 'Twas a pipe dream. Fine. Be like that. See if I care.
Ragnarok
Just
armor's
make
on the house.
absolutely sure.
We'll call it a commemorative piece.
Yep, I have a Berserker Stone. I don't want to get to that Berserker fight and not have one. Because that would just be So frustrating. I'm not about that frustrating life, guys. I try to avoid frustration whenever possible. Why is this one radiating? What's going on over here? In Vanaheim. Look, there's another undiscovered gateway here, like up in the middle of nowhere. Vanaheim is kind of an annoying area in general. Yeah, I'm going to save that for later. For right now, I want Niflheim. The Mist Fields. All right. It's been a while since we were over this way.
Beautiful.
Oh, there's a flower right there. Check it out.
I did not think anything grew here.
One more, guys. It's good. I'm glad we found that immediately. Now, what else can we do here? We've got... Oh, it's literally just the Berserker Stone. Niflheim Challenge? Oh, that's what that icon's for. It's for the training arena. That's not helpful to me. I thought that was another realm remnant or whatever. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Let us go challenge this guy. Now, if my math is correct, this should be... Oh, hey, what's up, buddy?
Got him!
Damn, that was brutal, Freya. Respect. Ah. Why can't you just let me hit you with a projectile? Thank you. Alright, so as I was saying, if my math is correct, this should be a single Berserker. Not two, definitely not three. Because we only have 4 left until the final one, and the one in Alfheim is 3. So, yeah. I'm hoping this is like an easier fight, but also this is like the last one we got access to, so it it could be a real bullshit fight. We are about to find out.
Skjothendi the Unerring. Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
Jesus. Wow, okay. Dude. He melted my health bar. Wowzers. Prison Shank. Cyclones. Rage heal. Get down here. You are not bullshitting me out of my rage. That's not what happens today. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. That's hard to dodge. Well, already used my res stone and 2 rage bars, but I do have them less than halfway. Also, I can make use of Bifrost resistance. Shit. Ugh. Ugh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No! Defensive runic attack! Defensive runic attack, help me! Woo! First try! First try!
I am reminded of our search for the Valkyries 2 winters ago.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Skjothendi the Unerring. Unerring feels a fitting title, as her aim was true. However, Mimir tells me she earned it during her days as an assassin. Her targets would meet their ends without fail, but not until after every ally around them had been killed first. Also, she got killed by Longcouch on the first fight, because she sucks and Longcouch is a pimp. Yeah, she made it kind of close, and he did have to kind of spam his runic attacks at the end there, but the point is he did it, and that's what counts.
I can see the similarities, aye.
There is one difference. With the Valkyries, you lacked spite.
Brother, I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't know the full tale.
I know how it feels to be wronged, and how it feels to achieve vengeance. I would hope to spare you the disappointment.
Aye.
Yeah, I don't think Mimir's going to listen to you on this one, buddy. But that's okay, really. As long as we take care of them all, everything will work out in the end. So we finally got another piece of Berserker armor. It took a long frickin' time. But we have a new piece of wrist armor, Berserker gauntlets, and this should have the same effect as the other piece we have. It's the low luck chance for successful hits to create a soul explosion, dealing damage and restoring some cooldown of the relic. And those are some pretty heavy duty stats. No defense, but you know what? The one I'm using now doesn't have defense anyway, so maybe I'll swap over to that if I can get it upgraded all the way. You know, it's taken me a very, very long time, guys.
Do you hear that?
What the fuck?
Someone's crying.
Sinmara,
Ah, Surtur's love. Should we try to tell her what happened?
she knows.
That's really creepy. Where is she? Should we try and find her? You can still hear her crying if you listen carefully. That's so creepy. Dude. I don't know if it's actually possible to find her and talk to her. But if it is, I want to. She did kind of get a raw deal with this whole thing. Because I don't really understand the way everything played out with Surtur. Like, he did the thing with the Chaos Blade so that he could spare Sinmara having to die with him. But don't you think she would have just kind of preferred to go with him instead of just being left alone? And then it didn't even really work, right? Because I don't know, I guess he did destroy Asgard. But he also, like, wasn't the thing he was supposed to be, I don't think. But he didn't even end up destroying Asgard until after we had killed Odin. So it was like, did we really need him? I feel like he kind of sacrificed himself for no reason. And I guess we couldn't have known that going in. I don't know. All I know is I think she has good reason to be crying right now. I don't know if I can actually find her and talk to her. I don't see her anywhere. I don't like leaving this unresolved. It feels like we should be able to do something here. But, you know, this area is just not that big. And we don't have any other quests or anything here, so... yeah, I don't know. We've done everything on the checklist. Right. Well... I guess we'll leave for now. I don't know where we're going right now. I was not expecting to defeat that berserker so quickly. I'm actually pretty hyped about that. Oh, look, there's a remnant in Muspelheim. We could go do that. There's an undiscovered thing back in the Crucible. Really? I guess we could go see what that is. I did want to stop at a dwarf anyway, and Linda would be right there. All right, let's go see what that is. Yeah. I'll try and find like a spoiler-free hint somewhere that tells me if there's anything else to do in that realm with Sinmara. And we'll check it out later.
Woo! Should have brought a pail of water. For 20.
Alright, so we need to
What can I do for you?
buy another stone. And then we want to upgrade our sexy new berserker wraps. Bonded leather and tempered remnants. Okay. Oh wait, those are the Fatebreaker wraps. I mean, sure, yeah, we'll do that too while we're here.
Better get that armor nice and bloody.
I actually had been meaning to do that. Here we go. Berserker gauntlets. That's what I meant. Asgardian ingots.
Woohoo! Looking good.
It fits.
Tempered remnants and more Asgardian ingots.
Now go show it off.
And then purified crystalline and tempered remnants. Got it.
Better get that armor nice and bloody.
Hell yeah. So that's level 9. And the waist armor is level 9 too, right? I did that like a long time ago. I don't know how I did that as early as I did.
Don't you go denting my armor now.
But I did. So go me. Now, so what I was going to say a couple minutes ago, I kind of got interrupted. I think what I've realized about the leveling system in this game, and it's like, the game's basically over, so it kind of doesn't matter at this point. But I think the attributes on the armor that you wear, I don't think they really matter all that much. If you're talking about your overall level, that is. Because, look. Wait, how do I'm trying to compare this to what I'm wearing. Yeah, here we go. So, the Berserker Gauntlets have the same strength, and then a little less runic, but then more cooldown, and they also get vitality and luck. So these have better overall cumulative attribute stats than what I'm wearing. But if you look at the symbol in the upper left corner, it's not showing my level going up at all by equipping this. So I don't think that putting this armor on actually makes me any stronger overall. Like, I don't know. It could give you like a little bit of extra depending on the individual stats in there. But the fact that it's telling me that my overall level stays the same kind of indicates to me that the individual attributes on the armor are more to do with your overall build with your accessories and your amulets and your perks from your weapon handles and relics and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I guess you really want to pick an armor that has attributes that synergize with the rest of your build. Like, are you relying on high luck? Are you using amulets that have high vitality requirements for their perk to even be useful? Are you spec'd into runic attacks, so you want like a high cooldown so you can use them more frequently? But like, it's not actually making you any stronger overall. So that's what I think. And the game never really explains that all that well. But anyways, that's a long-winded way of saying I think as badass as this armor looks, it probably doesn't actually matter that much. But I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll switch to that once we get the chest piece too. It'll depend on what the overall perk is. Is this new? I think this little hole here is new. I don't think I could go through here before. Oh, is this another realm remnant up there? Kind of looks like one. But how do I even get there? Oh, here we go. Why didn't they just say that's what it was? Why'd I have to come discover it? Wait a minute, what the fuck's going on here? This is something weird. Oh! Ah!
Traitor. Gna. She's
Ah.
fierce. Attack only if you think we are ready.
Maybe later? I didn't know that's what this was. I thought she would be like the final boss after getting all the Asgard remnants done. Okay. I mean...
Are you paralyzed by fear?
You know what? I am going to attack you, not because you taunted me, but just because I want to see how quickly I get freaking murdered. I want to see what this fight is all about. One time, guys. Just one time. Let's see how this plays out.
Good. I'll see you pay for what you've done.
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Soundstone!
Soundstone? I should probably try and hit that out of her hands, right? Oh my... Why is my light attack on cooldown? I don't remember using that. I must have hit it by accident or something. Whatever. Nope, none of that. Oh no! Dude, she did that right as I charged my fucking permafrost. At least I still got to use a little bit of it. Oh! Really should have used my rage. That would have been wise. This is not doing a lot of damage to her, though. Look at this. This is barely doing anything to her. Kidding me? Wow. No, thank you. Won't want that. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, okay, I need to hit her with a sonic arrow when she does that. I got it, yeah. Okay, you know, that wasn't as ass-kickingly hard as I expected it to be.
No matter what you try, the results will be the same.
Hey, you know what? That was my first try, and I got you down to less than half your health without even knowing any of your moves or anything like that. So you can stand there and talk shit all you want, lady. I'm gonna be back for you, okay? And it's not gonna go your way. I promise you that.
Whew. Should have brought a pail of water. For 20.
At least we now know where that is. Okay, so I think I'm going to go down here and clean up this area, and then maybe that's where I call it for today, for me personally. So what do we got in this zone? Yeah, missing piece of lore and a remnant of Asgard. That's the lore is probably what we'll get for cleaning up this remnant of Asgard. Remember when I was looking around for that? Like, how did I miss a piece of lore? Where could it be? Now you watch, we're gonna get it now because we couldn't get it before. And wow, that sucks so much. That's really not good game design. And I know, I always got to put out the disclaimer, game design's hard, and there are probably a billion different decisions that went into that I'm not privy to, and yada yada yada. I know. I'm still going to make the critique, because you know what? It's still true. It's something to keep in mind for your next God of War game. Don't put shit on the checklist that you can't actually get yet. It's bad for a number of reasons. And I still think this is a great game, by the way. I would not have played this game for, you know, 80 freaking hours or whatever it's been if I didn't think it was good. Shake, 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 shake. Oh, I'm frosted. Ow! I hate being slow. Oh, he got his shield up.
Use the shield strike.
Behind you! Incoming!
These guys are annoying the crap out of me.
Press it!
Maelstrom time! Dude. Wait your turn. Got plenty of Maelstrom for everybody. And Rage. Now that you've provoked it. That guy was
Seems for
weak
every
sauce.
camp we destroy, we find 2 more.
It's almost impressive.
I mean, there's only 3 left. They have not made a secret of that. Yep, and here's the fucking lore.
It does not.
What? Valhalla rises. It does not. Valhalla rises again. It does not. The Einherjar who made camp in Muspelheim after Asgard fell were mistaken and are dead once more. He's so matter-of-fact about it. I love it. Alright, that's good stuff. So, that should clear up this realm. Yup. Other than defending our valor with Gná. Shit talker supreme. She's gonna get hers. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it, guys. Alright. So, we've got 3 remnants left. And I think they're all in Vanaheim, aren't they? Oh, we still have Jotunheim to look at, too. Maybe that's what we'll do right off the bat next time. No, I was wrong. There's only 2 remnants in Vanaheim. And there's 1 in Alfheim. I got you. Okay. Yep. It's right next to that Berserker. So we might as well do them at the same time once we get around to it. Okay. Alright, so mental checklist. What I'm thinking when we come back in the next video... I guess we go to Vanaheim, do those 2 remnants, then we... I guess then we go to Alfheim, do the last remnant and the 3 Berserker fight. Pray to God that we get our last axe upgrade for the last remnant, but I'm not holding my breath on that. But either way, I think it'll be time to do those Berserkers, you know? And then once those are done, I have to decide between Brock's funeral or the Queen fights. I don't know which one I want to save for last. Kind of want to save Brock's funeral for last, to be honest. That might be appropriate. It might be a good way to close the game. Because the Queen fight... who knows? I don't think it'll be super difficult based on the one fight I just had with her. But also, you never know. They could pull out some surprises on me. It could be a lot worse than I think. So there might be some anger whenever we get around to that one. But, yeah. Alright. So that's the tentative plan, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're still enjoying this super duper long series. And I'll see you in the next episode of God of War Ragnarok. Bye-bye.